Hello friends, it's Charlene with Charlene's Heartfelt Creations. Today I have a thrift haul for you. I've kind of been accumulating a little bit here and there. Instead of doing a bunch of little tiny thrift hauls, I decided to do just a big one because I've been picking up, one thing for $1.99 when I stop in, or I go looking for something specific and I might find, 2 or 3 things, and it's just not worth really coming on and doing a whole video over 2 packs of cards. But I've been saving up and I got a pile of stuff to show you guys. But I have cards galore here. I have been kind of hitting the jackpot with cards lately when I go to the store. And so I'm really excited to go through some of these because I have not looked through all of these. Some of these are still sealed, but I thought they looked interesting and would be a lot of fun to go ahead and use for crafting and journaling. So we'll start with this one. I paid $2.99. I went to this one thrift store that I seen like a Facebook ad for it or something, and it looked really cool. And so I was like, okay, we're going to check this one out and see what we can find. The prices were so high, which was crazy because online everybody was raving about how good the prices are and everything. They had board games that were like $10 and they're normally like $20 in the store. So I was like, there's no way. And I usually go straight for the board games and straight for the books. And like, I like to dig through the toys and see what they have. And they would have like bags of toys. And there were so many mismatched toys in there. It didn't make sense to purchase it at all, for crafting anyway. But even my kids wouldn't have wanted the stuff that they had, because they'd have like a Barbie in there with like a Beanie Baby and a bunch of little McDonald's toys. And if you want that Barbie, then you got to buy all that other junk. And so I was not as thrilled with that thrift store as a lot of people had been. Just really excited to get in there and find the things they did. They had some nice things, but I feel like my Salvation Army that has really good prices has just as good things there. And so this one though, I thought this is really cute. I like having joke cards or joke pages or phrases, things like that, in my journal. And so silly kid jokes, I thought this was really cute. I did not look inside. The joke on the back, I like really corny, stupid jokes. I love dad jokes. This one says, why did the cow cross the road? The traffic wouldn't move. I thought that was funny. And so I thought these might be really cute to have just a little joke in a journal. Or my daughters like to put little jokes in their journals. We found a joke book and cut out pages from that. Now, $2.99 was a little steep for this, but where did the sheep go on vacation? Bahamas. That's cute. What do you say to a rabbit on its birthday? Happy birthday. So these are cute. And then the little monkey on there is adorable. And so, yeah, I went ahead and I got it. And does it say how many are in here? That's crazy. It doesn't even tell you the amount in there. But it looks like it's brand new. So I think that's a good find. Now this one, $1.99. This was also there. This one had to be brand new, and that's why it cost what it did. But this one, you gotta be kidding me. Cards with catitude. 36 cat jokes. I don't know that my daughter's gonna let me share this with anyone. This might be hers. She might just be like, nope, gotta have it because she loves her cats. But the box is really cute. It's such a big box for 36 cards. And these are huge. They're way bigger than I thought they would be. What do you call a cat that gets caught by the police? The perpetrator. That's funny. Why don't cats like online shopping? They prefer a catalog. Yeah, these are cute. Maybe I can get her to go through and pick a handful of them. That way I can share some of these with you guys in different kits. But this was really cute. I really liked this one. So yeah, $1.99. That was well worth it. Okay, I got these at my Salvation Army for 49 cents, and they are round playing cards. Check these out. They are super cool. I could not pass these up for 49 cents, of course. I always dig through the cards. I love the cards. Now, the Jokers are really cool. Look at the Joker. There's the Joker and the Queen. These are amazing. These will be really cool to craft with. So I love these. If I see these again, I will pick up more. They're so cool. I've already got some ideas for some projects with these. I would love to use them, I think, with my brads and see if I can make something with the... I have some die cuts that would work really, really well with this to be able to make it move and stuff. So I have some ideas for that. Power Hungry Pets. Oh, that's funny. The box is so funny. I don't remember how much I paid for this. And I don't see a price on it. And I don't know if my kids are going to want to keep this. But you've got crazy cards in here. And so they're kind of funny. And something different is always nice to throw in your journal. My daughter said that if I am taking it apart, she's taking the cat. She's taking King Cat. But those are kind of funny. But this is from the creators. It's a game by Exploding Kittens. And so I thought the kids might want it. Oh, there's the price, $1.98. Don't know why I didn't see it before. But it's on there. Okay. Milborns. Okay. Here is another set of cards that just looked interesting. And so I grabbed these. And then the back side's pretty cool. So again, just something different to be able to craft with. And these were only 98 cents. They were marked down from the original price they had on it of $1.98. And oh, there's a bent up card with a duck on it. That's kind of cute. All right. And so that's a good little stack of cards. All right. And then these were 64 cards, 98 cents. They had a ton of these, and I wasn't interested in all of the other ones, but I just went ahead and grabbed these because the pictures I thought were really cool. Okay, let's see. Thumb, thread, thigh, thief, thimble, thorn. So some of these will be really cool to use. I liked how clear the pictures were on these and that it's something different because I do have a lot of flashcards, but I don't have anything like this. The tin's kind of cool, like an old Band-Aid tin. That's a neat tin. All right, Sriracha, 49 cents. And this one came from my Salvation Army. I ripped the box up a little bit, unfortunately, because I do like to craft with the boxes as well, so I'm kind of mad that I did that. That big box for just that was in there like that. I don't understand why they make the boxes so large sometimes. Oh, God, that's cute. I like that. We make games. That's cute. I like that a lot. But look at how cute these cards are. I could not pass these up. I really liked these and thought they'd be fun to craft with. The little taco, cute. But I have other stickers and things that would go great with this. And so I love the little hot sauce. These are cute cards. Although I could see my kids telling me, hey, I think I need to keep that. It's a spicy slapping card game. And they love games like that. All right, next is these invitations. It says on the inside, please join us for a holiday party. You are invited. They were 49 cents a pack. I opened it up and I sent my pen pal a few of these. And I don't necessarily need the inside unless I want to go ahead and cover it. But even if I just cut this piece off and used the square here, this is so cute. It's got the vintage vibe to it, so I was definitely getting these. These are really cute. Can't wait to use those. So I have 2 packs of 10 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 here because I went ahead and sent some of those to Carrie and put some into the pen pal box, I believe. Okay, Pizza Party. This one I got at Family Thrift for $1.99. I think this is a brand new game, and so this is one that I'm not sure if I want to keep it to play with my kids, or the good thing about keeping it to play with my kids is I eventually get to craft with it, because I will tell you, they lose the pieces to everything. Or they chew up a card, or they, I don't know. I don't know what happens. But then I find the pieces all over the house. And it's like, oh, I was a little bit disappointed at first, but guess what? Now I get to craft with it. Okay, I finally got this thing open. That took a lot longer than I had anticipated. All right, so this was definitely brand new. It almost seemed like it was super glued together. But the cards are just... It's like a little tiny bingo thing, and so it's for only 2 players, and it's really cute. I might take some of them and craft with some of them, but then I might go ahead and use it as a game with my younger kids, because they would love this. It's got the little dice. Like I said, if they lose the pieces, I'm going to take the dice, and I'm drilling holes through these and using these for charms. These are cute, but I think that this would be a fun one to play with my preschoolers. And so I will probably go ahead and hang on to this one. But if I see another one, I'm going to have to pick it up. Even if I find only pieces, because this is really cute. So yeah, it's only for 2 players, ages 6 and up. So my kids will like this. I know it says 6 and up, but my preschoolers, my son would love that. Okay, and then these are... definitely vintage. I mean, check that out. I haven't seen a case like that since I was a little girl. And 99 cents. It's 2 sets of cards. And so you've got, wow, look at the jokers. Those are so cool. You've got this really pretty vintage design on there. And so these are really nice. They're not super thick like cards are these days, but they're definitely a vintage set. They're a little bit dirty and worn, and so these will be really pretty to put into journals. And there's so many, with it being 2 packs. I don't know if they're full, because they could be mixed in, but it doesn't seem like you've got... It says plastic playing cards. They don't seem like they're plastic. They feel like they're more of a... they could be worn down over time, but they feel like a thin paper. Okay, so these here are, looks like Williamsburg playing cards, and I got these for 99 cents a pack. It looks like it's 2 sets of cards. Now, when I go to the thrift store and I find newer cards that my kids want, because we do play a lot of card games in our house, I just let my kids take the ones that they want. But I usually try to pick up like every card game that I can find, just because of crafting. But yeah, so you've got the Capitol and Colonial Williamsburg. So those are really pretty. And they're all the same on that side. And then obviously your playing cards on this side. And then you have the Governor's Palace in Williamsburg. These would be really pretty in, you know, those tiny little gold frames. To put one of those into a little tiny gold frame that you can put into your journal. That'd be really pretty. You could always pick something up like this from the gift shop, and you could take one of these and put it in a little frame to put on your Christmas tree, and then you have a little souvenir, but then you can also use the rest for crafting. Okay, and then these ones look like they're exactly the same, but this one has some damage to it, and it looks a little bit more faded, but they're the same card set. Okay. Now, I found a bunch of really good things. Pound Puppies, $1.99. I don't know if I can bring myself to cut this one up. I might have to keep this one and play this with my kids. I loved Pound Puppies as a kid. The board is a little bit warped, but it's not too bad. And I believe all the little pieces are here. Look at this, how cute it is. I loved Pound Puppies. I even had my older kids watch Pound Puppies when they were little, but I mean, look at that. So cute. And if I go through and I find it's not complete, then that's okay. I just craft with it. But for $1.99, I thought I could not pass that up. Benji dominoes for 99 cents. There was a lot of vintage stuff at my thrift store recently, but these are just little cardboard dominoes with Benji. And so I picked these up, and there's other little things in here, like there's a puzzle in here that does not belong, but it's in here. And I was not going to go through this at the thrift store and take stuff out. So I'll figure out what to do. Maybe I'll make a craft with those in there as well. But the box is really cool. So it's something I could craft with the box. I could craft with the dominoes. Okay, I got a Clue game. I love picking up Clue games. This one looks like it's probably new. And so I know it's not as exciting as the older one. It does have like the little pad has been used, I think, once. And so it's got all the little pieces in here. And for a while, it was really hard to come by these. You would go to a thrift store and pick up games. And this kind of stuff would always be missing from the games. It was awful. Because people were going in and taking all the game pieces and making jewelry and stuff with them. Okay, that's not as exciting as the old envelope that they had, but it's kind of cool still. And I haven't looked at the board. We have many variations of Clue in our house. My kids love Clue. But I think a Clue journal would be really cool. And it's very square, so it's a neat shape to have. Oh, look, I'm trying to break the board already. But this definitely feels like a new game. I love these inserts. You can make a bunch of stuff out of those. But yeah, these are not your classic characters at all. And then you have your cards. The other thing with my kids, they memorize if there's creases in the cards. And they make it really hard to win a game because they know the creases. They know the edges that are all messed up. And so these are cute. It is a newer version, but it would be a neat journal, like a little mystery journal. I like that. Very cute. And I like to craft with the instructions and stuff as well. So when I do a board game, I use every single thing that comes in it if I can. All right, I found it. The hidden picture game. My son has a copy of this game, and I might have to just snatch his and give him this one because this is in pretty good shape. But they do come in puzzle pieces like this. It would be something very easy to go ahead and straighten that and then make tiny journals. I love the board because it's got like Ariel over here. It's got King Triton and her sisters over here, Sebastian, Ursula. You've got Tinkerbell, and then the mermaids from Peter Pan, a couple of the Lost Boys, Captain Hook. You got Kanga down here. And so there's a lot of detail in this. It is only cardboard on the back side, but you could definitely line it and make it a lot more flashier and fancy. And then, I mean, this one's already pretty straight on all the sides. It would just need a little bit of cleaning up because this was attached to another piece that it looks like it was ripped. But you've got the camper, the Mickey camper. That's so cute. I love that. You've got a Cars scene. You've got Winnie the Pooh. It's just so much fun to be able to use these kind of things and make a journal out of them. And then there's so many cards with this. Some of them are just very basic like this. And then you've got, I think they're all pretty basic. The board is what's really cool though. And I can get so many little journals out of the board that I thought it would be a neat thing to have. And then these would make really cute charms, and the little mover pieces would be really cute for crafting with. We've got Alice here. Can I get her out? There's Alice. Oh, and I think he lost a bunch of these pieces for his, so I'm not going to craft with those. I can give him those. But I probably need to go through and see if his board is complete or if he needs any of his items replaced. I can go ahead and replace his stuff with whatever is available in here and use whatever he doesn't need. And then this, I would take this down, take it apart, and make a journal out of this. Although this is really scratched up, sadly. Because this would be fun because you've got Phineas and Ferb, and you've got Pirates of the Caribbean down here, and then the castle for the Queen of Hearts. So this is a neat part of the board, but it's sad that it's... Oh, and you have Phineas and Ferb on stage right there. Sad that that's scratched up. This one is so cute, this piece, because you've got the castle with the clock, and that moves, and you have Cinderella and the prince. I love this. This portion is going to be really cool to do something with. So let's move on. I found these wood dice, 99 cents. I know they're from the Dollar Tree, and so I grabbed them anyway because I thought, you know what? I can engrave something on these eventually. And then Doug. Who remembers Doug from back in the day? I found him, I think he was in the free toys at my Salvation Army. And then Family Thrift, I got these for 99 cents. They are gift card holders, it says. 2 count per package. So let's see what these look like. That's cute. A little lemon slice. I don't know what gift card you're going to put in there, though. That's like... It barely opens. That's crazy. But it's really cute. Alright, and then glue sticks. Got this for 99 cents. I know you can get this for this price. This, I believe, came from Target. You can get that from Target when you have the back to school deals and stuff. But I use glue sticks so often that I was like, I'll just grab it for 99 cents. I found this nice big thing of Christmas ribbon. I love ribbon. Find so many different uses for ribbon. So for $1.99, it's brand new. You've got all these different designs. I like this red one because I can use that all the time. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. And the red and green twine. But this was a nice set for $1.99 and a lot of ribbon there. So I snagged that. All right, I have potty charts that I picked up. I think they were... Oh, I cannot ever read their prices. I have no idea what this cost me. It cost me under $1. That's all I know. And so I thought the potty charts were cute. My youngest daughter is currently potty training, and so this is going to be fun for her. I don't know if we're going to use stickers or if I'll use like those bingo daubers. I know my boys liked doing that when they were potty training, but then I can go ahead and do a little reward chart with her, and I can also take one out of here if I want. Oh, it came with stickers. I didn't even notice that. So it has stickers. Even better. Okay, but then I can take one out and put it in my journal for her. Look at these stickers. These are cute. I'm going to have to steal some of her stickers, though. I don't know. Maybe I'll just steal all of her stickers and let her use the bingo daubers because these are really cute. So, the next thing I found... So that was an added little bonus surprise for later. Look at that. The next thing I found was these, $1.98 for these. I've picked some of these up at Ollie's before, and I do really enjoy using these for like journaling and stuff. Like you can write on this, but look how cute these calculators are. I love that. These are a lot of fun. The money is cute. That would be great in, some of these would work really well in Monopoly journals. Yeah, so, oh, this is perfect for Monopoly. I'm going to have to use this in the Monopoly stuff. Oh, and the little paper clips, there's gas. The paper clips are cute. I like that. I did not take a very good look through any of this stuff. I was in a hurry. And so I did not really look at it. I just started grabbing stuff that I thought I might enjoy using. And so I really like these. Oh, cute. Little food stickers. Those are cute. And then here's the third one, $1.98. They did have more. I thought $1.98 was a little much, and I think I had some of them already because of picking them up at Ollie's. I like that. Today will be awesome. And love this life. Never stop dreaming, never stop dreaming. Okay, I like these. These are really cute. Can't stop, won't stop. High five. Wake up and be happy. These are really cute. Oh, I like those. The ones that look like little arrows. Thumbs up. So there's some really cool stickers in there that I can go ahead and use. Okay, and it would not be a true stop for me, a true thrift stop for me anyway, if I didn't get books, right? All right, so I found this, and it was a vintage one, The Bears on Hemlock Mountain. So it had been marked down 3 different times till it got to 48 cents, and so right off, I love the cover. That's so cool. But it has these vintage illustrations in here, and I thought these are really cute. I have not had as much luck finding vintage books lately, and so when I did find these, I thought, oh, this is cool. I found this one, Down the River Road. Like I said, I don't usually find really cool vintage ones anymore. I don't know if it's because of so many people journaling, or if it's just, you know, it's becoming something that people have less and less to donate. But these images were really cool in this book, so I had to get this book. So cute. Okay, Let's Sing for 98 cents, old tunes, and this is just a bunch of different old songs. I remember when I was in school and they would print out little things like this. So I wonder if there's a date on this. 1982. So that's kind of cool. So that was probably a school book is what I'm thinking. And then I have other copies of Frosty the Snowman. And look at this Dumbo one. I really liked this one. I had to get it. This one, I think I picked up at Goodwill. And I only picked up like 2 things at Goodwill. So this was one of the things I got. And then what is this one called? I can't even see the cover because of the price tag. The Curious Little Kitten's First Christmas. And so that, it has damage. So I'm not going to be able to use all the pages. But I thought this is really cute. I could go through, there's spots where this book is damaged and ripped up. But I could go through and just use the little kittens as cutouts and stuff like that for my daughter if I wanted. Elmo Loves You for 29 cents. Because of the shape of the book, I don't know that I'm going to actually do a journal with this, but I am working on the Sesame Street journals, the kits that I'm putting together, so I thought these could be Polaroids or other images that I pull out of here to make something else with, so that's cute. And then this Peanuts book for 29 cents. There's damage to this as well, but just to take out one of these, it's double-sided and it's not anything super impressive, super colorful, but it would be really cute to just use this, make it look like a tag, and there you have some really cool ephemera. And so who doesn't love Snoopy? So I thought this would be a really cute book to use. And then Mickey's Snow Christmas. Again, really cute images that I felt like could be taken out. They're double-sided images. So on this side, you have just words. And then on this side, you have pictures on both sides of this. So I would tear this out and probably just use the picture. Pinocchio. I always love these images in these old Disney books. They're so cute. And this one, I'm pretty sure this is a vintage one. 1988. And it's a golden book, but it's soft cover. And so a lot of the soft cover ones I've been taking apart. This would be really cute to even include this into a journal. Not to necessarily make a journal out of it, but make this a page. Because you've got little Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. That'd be cute. And then Snow White. This one was 29 cents as well. Look at how pretty these are. It almost makes me want to cut this out and frame it. This is just such pretty illustrations. I have another book that's really big, and it's all Disney, different Disney stories. And I have yet to even try to do anything with it. It's so pretty that I've actually considered framing some of the pages out of it instead of crafting with it. That's a pretty book. Birds and Blooms. I got this magazine for 29 cents. I just thought that the birds in this would be really nice cutouts. That would be a pretty cutout. That would be cute. There's some really pretty things in here that I can use. The bird pictures are really nice. I don't do tons of stuff with magazines, but when I find a good one, I will grab it. But look at how pretty. And I don't even have to use the whole image, but then again, it's cut into a perfect square already, so I could use that and get something really fun out of it. And cardinals. I love cardinals. I could get 2 cardinals out of that. Cardinals remind me of my grandmother, so I love cardinals. I pick them up if I find a figurine or I find something that would remind me of her. I pick it up and I have little cardinals throughout my house. Okay, and then there's this stretchable fabric transfers. It looks like it was donated to Goodwill. Somebody bought it and then they redonated it. So I picked it up for 49 cents. I'm not sure even what's in here. So there are 3 transfers in here, it looks like. Somebody tried to use them, it looks like, and it didn't work out. Or maybe it did and they just never finished their project. But I've got 3 transfers that I could experiment with and see if this is something that I like or just make something fun with it. I've never used these kind of transfers, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't end up having to redonate it. All right, Star Wars, The Mandalorian, 12 posters, 49 cents. I think my sons are going to keep this book. So they are huge Star Wars fans. And they have a wall of posters, so they're probably going to keep that one. And then this one was 99 cents at My Salvation Army. And it's got some really neat stuff. Just this alone is amazing. I think that's really cool. The cover, look at this. Look how pretty that is. I love that. But I pick up atlases and things like that. To cut each one of these out would be really cool. But I thought some of these images in here, the maps and the images, were just really, really neat. Let's see. The black and white images. I could cut that all up and put that on cards or something. So cool. The different scenery. And this is a nice, thick, thick paper. The little illustrations in it are cute too, and the maps. So it'll be fun to do something with this book. I'm glad I found this because I don't find a lot of this stuff anymore at my thrift store. Lately it's been kind of a miss with books. Okay, So I only have a couple more things to show you. This huge thing of fabric, Wonder Woman fabric. I have Wonder Woman books that I've been hanging on to, and some little Wonder Woman charms and just little things I've been collecting. This needs to get washed. It smells like it's been in someone's attic or basement for quite some time. So I will be washing this, but this would be super cool to make spines out of for any Wonder Woman journal. So I can't wait to use this for something. And I have so much of it that it's probably something I should share and do something. I have no idea what I'm going to do with all of it, but it's really cool and I'm glad I found it. Okay, and then this here, I paid 99 cents for it. It is just a plain gray sheet because I had picked this up. It is a paper making kit, and so I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to try this. It's such a nice day outside. I should actually do this today, and I picked up all the materials I need for it. This, I believe my son found this at our bin store, and he was like, hey, we should try to make paper. And at first I was just like, what? I don't know if I need to make paper, but with all my scraps and things like that, I thought that would be super cool. I would love to use that, to be able to do something with all the scraps that I get from book pages or from all the little pieces that I have from my scraps from doing various projects. It would be super cool to be able to make my paper stretch even farther. Okay, and then this, I did not get this at the thrift store. I got this at Ollie's, and it's one of those little portable handheld sewing machines. I paid $7.99 for it. I had one years and years ago, and I got rid of it not that long ago, so I'm kind of kicking myself. My sewing machine is broken and does not, it works, but it doesn't work, and it's so big, I don't really want to have to take it out every time I want to do a tiny little project, like sew on some paper or, I want that stitch line on a card, or I want a stitch line. So I figured I would see if I can use this. And so I'll let you know. I will let you know how this works out for crafting, because it'd be so nice to be able to have something that's compact and small that I don't have to have a large space for. Okay, that was my haul of things that I have gathered and saved over the last few weeks. That's why you haven't really seen a haul video from me, because it's just been one or two items that I've picked up here and there. And so thank you for joining me. And until next time, bye.